bodybuilding. So before I weigh in, I wanted to also go over my diet because this is the first full week of my new diet. And that's also partly why I'm so run down, or I feel so run down. Although last night I did stay up late. I did do, today's Saturday. I don't have much going on today as far as obligations. I don't have my daughter. And again, these weekends aren't too, they're not too frequent. But I stayed up watching a movie I got through my TV called Warrior. I highly recommend it, man. Talk about a motivational movie. So I was up till like 3 in the morning. I got up and did some cardio, and here I am. And I'm starving and I'm seeing stars because my blood sugar levels are dropping because I haven't had my first meal. So I'm going to get through this diet, weigh in, and hopefully that'll be good for this week. All right, so my first meal of the day is a grapefruit. And that's consistent. That's been like that even in the last diet. And then I go and do cardio. I do cardio here usually, actually, in the morning. I'm sorry, I'll wake up and do cardio, and then I'll have my first meal, which is a grapefruit. So I got that switch. So I wake up, do cardio, 40 minutes, then I do my, right after that, I'll have my first meal, which is a grapefruit. Then I'll go and train with weights. Which, by the way, my split is I think very ideal. Mondays I do chest, Tuesdays I do back, Wednesdays I do shoulders, Thursdays I do arms, Fridays I do legs. So I have the weekend to rest from the legs, and I need them. Like right now they're sore to the touch. Any pressure on them, I feel it. And I leave arms for the end, because you need arms in working your chest, you need arms in working your back, and you need arms in working your shoulders. So I prioritize. I don't want to do less than the best I can when I'm training chest, back, and shoulders. And if I train my arms first, I'll be limited in what I can do in those body parts. So I leave arms for the end. It's easier to isolate the arms. You don't depend on as much on the chest, back, or shoulders when you're doing arms. It's just a little easier, so it works better that way. So again, Monday I do chest, Tuesday I do back, Wednesday I do shoulders, Thursday I do arms, and Friday I do legs. So this happens right after that grapefruit meal. Then when I come home, I have what equals 1 cup of brown rice, or cream of brown rice, or brown rice grits, which is my favorite meal of the day. I'll have 4 egg whites and 4 ounces of chicken. Then the next meal, which would be meal 3, I have 8 ounces of chicken with 1 cup of green beans and 10 asparagus spears. I add a cinnamon to the green beans, and I saute my green beans and my asparagus in coconut oil. Then the next meal of the day, which would be meal 4, is 3 cups of spinach leaves with 1 cup of mixed peppers, 10 almonds, balsamic vinegar, and a tablespoon of olive oil. Now, I'll also add 6 ounces of tuna, but it depends on what day. I have tuna on every day with tuna with this salad, with this spinach salad, every day except the days I do legs and back. See, those are the biggest muscle groups. Those days when I do legs and back, I'll have 6 ounces of steak or flank steak instead of 6 ounces of tuna. So basically when I do chest, in this meal with the spinach salad, I'll do tuna. When I do back on Tuesday, I'll do steak. When I do shoulders on Wednesday, I'll do tuna. When I do arms on Thursday, I'll do tuna, when I do legs on Friday, I'll add steak. So that the only variable according to the workout day is going to be 6 ounces of tuna versus 6 ounces of steak. Obviously, the steak is there on the more strenuous workout days because it provides creatine. It's more calories, so that's why that's there in that place. And then this would be meal 5, I believe. 9 ounces of tilapia with 1 cup of broccoli and 10 asparagus spears. Then I'll do cardio if it lines up. If I'm on the road and I just go to my next meal, which would be 6 ounces of tuna and 6 ounces of yam. Now I prepare these yams or sweet potatoes in the oven. So I put a little bit of coconut oil, sprinkle some cinnamon on them, and put them in the oven. Then when they come out, I'll add a little bit of a stevia extract, and they're pretty sweet. But I have to admit, as sweet as that is, I still miss the brown rice more. And then the last meal of the day, which is, this would be meal 7. I have 3 egg whites, 3 ounces of chicken, 1 ounce of flank. That is smaller than, probably less than what I give my daughter to eat, but that's my last meal of the day. And that's my diet. It's the first week done. Now 2 more weeks of this. And I'm not looking forward to this next week, I'll be honest with you. But it is what it is, and that's what you got to do. Just bear down and do it. But hopefully that really gives you a nice blueprint of what I'm doing right now. And I'm strong in my workouts. That seems to be, staying there. I get tired more toward the end of the day, and I get more quiet. By the time I come home, I'm done. So it's more of an effort to play with my daughter. I'm trying to get her to just watch movies with me so I can rest. But I put in a lot of effort there. I try to save a little bit of energy just to do stuff with her and all that stuff. So yeah. So that last Sunday I took her to the gym, and the gym has a big pool, and I was able to stay in the water with her 30 minutes, just swimming in the pool and playing around, and then I was done. I was right after cardio. I was starving. I needed to get to my next meal, but she's been asking me for weeks to go to the pool, and so obviously this is an indoor pool at this gym. So, and it has a huge kids section. So we went in there, and she was so excited. But that's what I'm talking about. That gets hard. If I didn't have, other responsibilities like some of these, very blessed other athletes have. I mean, they're very fortunate to have that, and I wouldn't take that away from them. I would love to be in that position. But this is real life. This is your normal guy that's attempting to do a show, that's doing a show. So hopefully you can relate to that, and you can see that, there's no excuses not to do something like this if you want to really do it. So in my case, like last Sunday when I took her to the pool, something I had to do, I was in there 30 minutes. We compromised. If it were up to her, we would have been in there till midnight. But I was in there 30 minutes. She hung out with me in the jacuzzi for a little bit. She actually liked that. And so, we compromised. And I was able to fulfill my duty as a parent and still keep with this thing that I'm doing. So, there's no reason for my daughter or, if I were married, my family to have to do with less or go without because I decide I want to do a bodybuilding show. So for those out you keep in mind, this is not an end-all be-all thing. It's as great as it is and noble, a cause if you will, as much discipline as you can learn from this process. It's not worth losing the people you love and the things that really matter in life. 10 years from now, as much as I love this project of sharing with you this contest prep. You know, am I going to remember all these things? You know, is this going to put a smile on my face as much as the time when I was able to laugh and play with my daughter in the pool? You know, when she's grown and goes out on a date. This, you know, I'm not going to remember this video. I'm going to remember the time when I held her hand and walked into the pool with her, and she grabbed my neck and was holding on to my neck and trying to choke me in the water. You know, that's what I'm going to remember, and that's what's going to make me smile. So, you know, guys, just keep in mind what, you know, we're really on this earth for, and keep this journey in perspective. So let's weigh our. I'm going to weigh myself, and then